Good morning, everyone. It's 10 o'clock, so we're going to get started. My name is Amy Reardon. I'm one of the outreach coordinators with Delaware Commute Solutions. I'm joined with my team, James Williams and Zach Lenz. Today, we have a great presentation from Adam with Delaware Greenways. As you join the info series, please go ahead and put your name and where you're joining us from. As a reminder, this is being recorded. And next week on Monday, we will send out the recording. So feel free to share the info series with friends and family to learn more about Delaware Greenways. Before we go into Adam's part of the presentation, I'm just going to give you a little background information about Delaware Commute Solutions so we could go to the next slide. So Delaware Commute Solutions is a free commuter program that is through DART First State, which is the public transportation for Delaware. We work with employers, employees, colleges, higher education institutes, and students, and we assist with their transportation options. We do this because our mission is to improve the air quality of Delaware and to reduce traffic congestion. We do this by encouraging all modes of clean commuting. Next slide, please. So I mentioned clean commuting. So here are our modes. We're focusing on biking today because May is bike month, but we also encourage carpooling. So sharing that commute cost with fellow students or fellow coworkers, biking and walking when you have a safe route to do so. Transit involves both the DART bus as well as SEPTA. SEPTA does come down to Delaware to Claymont, Wilmington, and Newark. Compressed work weeks. So when you are working a longer day, so not the typical, let's say 9 to 5. If you're working a longer shift day, you typically have another day off during the week and you're not commuting during those peak times and the additional day off that you have. Van pooling, we do work with Commute with Enterprise to help establish van pools for locations. And then teleworking or working from home, even if you do it on a hybrid schedule, if let's say you're working from home 2 days a week and the other days you're in the office, that is a clean commute. And with all these clean commutes, if you're already doing this, please feel free to register for Delaware Commute Solutions. It is a free program. It's for anybody who lives, works, goes to school in Delaware, and then you'll be able to utilize the free benefits of the program. Next slide, please. So what do we offer? We work with individuals, the commuters, where when you register, you can utilize the free benefits of a customized commute plan, our guaranteed ride home benefit, as well as our rewards program where you can earn points for recording your clean commutes. And then we have about 450 to 500 rewards that you could choose from. And then we work with employers, higher education institutes, and different community resources so that we can assist with any transportation concerns you may have, and then the benefits can be passed on to your employees and your students. Next slide. So now I would like to take a moment and introduce Adam. Thank you so much for joining us, Adam. He is a Delaware native. He grew up in North Wilmington and graduated from the University of Delaware in 2014 with a BS in environmental science. He has been working with Delaware Greenways since 2018 on coordination and mapping for their two program areas, Trails and Pathways, and Delaware's Scenic Byways. He is also an avid cyclist, perfect for May and bike month. He likes to pick up groceries on his bike, so running errands is great, and just enjoy the trails that are in Delaware. And he also enjoys rock climbing and spending time outdoors. So I'm going to turn it over to Adam. Thank you so much for joining us today and providing this great information. So Adam, it is all yours.
Thanks so much, Amy. I appreciate the introduction, and I'm happy to be here. Next slide, please. So like Amy said, I'm Adam Crosby. I'm from Delaware Greenways. I am our GIS and Community Outreach Coordinator, and I'm excited to be here for Bike Month for our info series number 30. Next slide. A little bit about myself and the bike I like to ride over there on the right. Like Amy said, I graduated from University of Delaware in 2014 with an environmental science degree. I concentrated in sustainable energy technology and geographic information systems, and this enabled me to move forward and explore my passion for mapping and geographic analysis. Like Amy said, I'm a Delaware native, and I love all things outdoors. I love to find spots on the Greenway where I can sit and relax. I can read a book or find a new place to climb. And I've been with Delaware Greenways for just over 4 years, and I focus on our GIS and community outreach. The photo on the right is down at the Battery Park Trail in Newcastle, and it's one of my favorite spots to go and just hang out. Next slide, please. So at Delaware Greenways, our mission is to collaboratively develop and promote trail networks, pathways, scenic road corridors that welcome all people and communities. We envision a state where trails, pathways, and scenic corridors connect everyone to where they want to go, empowering them to live healthier lives as they discover and enjoy the outdoors. That's our mission and vision. And our program areas, we have 2, and that's trails and pathways and the state scenic byways. So I'll go a little bit into more depth of those program areas next. Next slide, please. So the first program area I'll talk about is the Delaware Scenic Byway Program. At Delaware Greenways, we manage 3 of the state's 6 scenic byways. Those are the Brandywine Valley National Scenic Byway, the historic Lewis Byway, and the Delaware Bayshore Byway. We participate with other organizations by leading these byways and developing programs to promote the byway, to market the byway, and we develop solutions on how to explore the byway, travel, and enjoy it. There are lots of sites along these scenic corridors in which visitors can use and enjoy, especially along the Bayshore and in the Brandywine Valley. Lots of museums and other historic buildings along the Bayshore. There's lots of wildlife areas, historic buildings, historic things to visit, and in Lewis, many historic pieces as well. So it's really great to be able to share these corridors with the communities along them and promote their use through ecotourism. We collaboratively also find ways to improve multimodal transportation along these corridors, working with other organizations and developing corridor management plans. We are able to work on projects that promote different modes of transportation along these corridors. Next slide, please. We also, in our other program area, Trails and Pathways, we help to manage the Future Trails of Northern Delaware Coalition, which is a coalition of 32 members and 6 supporters who aim to work collaboratively to expand the trail network in northern Newcastle County. Northern Newcastle County for this project is the study area, and that extends to the C&D Canal. This is a partnership of organizations, local agencies, businesses that work together to increase trails and pathways in northern Delaware and that will connect residents and visitors to important destinations. We generate trail ideas and to connect communities to destinations across the study area through focus groups and public workshops. We engage partners for stakeholder groups for different trail projects. This work is funded by the William Penn Foundation, and we have a lot more information on our website, and feel free to visit that at delawaregreenways.org/Future Trails of Northern Delaware. Next slide, please. And when I mentioned trail ideas, this is something that we've been working on for quite a while. This project began in 2017, and with our partners and others, we participated in public focus group sessions and developed a map of trail ideas. Those light blue lines are trail ideas that were captured through these public outreach sessions and through our partner recommendations. This is an interactive map that lives on our website, and it shows existing trails in maroon and in green. It shows trail ideas in blue, highlighted trail projects in purple, and trails in progress in a light pink color. So this is a pretty interesting map that I encourage you to take a look at. It gets constantly updated as new trail ideas come to light, as projects are developed through planning studies, through comprehensive plans and other feasibility studies. But something that I like to say, and I feel wholeheartedly about, is if a trail idea is not on a map somewhere, it will not get looked at by other agencies for moving it forward in its progress. So I know that some of these ideas on this map will certainly fall off as they're proven not feasible, and more will be added certainly as ideas come to light. But from what I've learned, like I said, if there's not a line on the map to show it as a trail idea, it will not be considered. And that's part of the reason why we put together this map. Next slide, please. And I think many of us know that trails do not get built overnight. There's quite a large process for trail projects to go through before it gets funded and constructed. It takes time for these projects to work through feasibility studies, capturing funds for feasibility studies, completing feasibility studies, completing public outreach to determine the want and need of the projects. But there are many implementation mechanisms for trail projects to be completed in the state. First, large projects, long-term projects, are normally put into the WMAPCO Regional Transportation Plan, which are high-cost, long-term projects. Moderate-sized projects can fall into the DELDOC Capital Transportation Program, WMAPCO's Transportation Improvement Program. And smaller projects have a lot of other budgets that you could find funding from, low-cost, short-term projects, such as the DELDOT Traffic Operations, Bike and Ped Improvement Pool, DENREC Recreational Trails Funds, TAP Program, Community Transportation Fund, and Pedestrian Access Routes Program. So these are some of the funding mechanisms. There's also many more through state government and others, private funding, private-public partnerships to get trails built, and many other projects get built through new development. So in most cases with new developments alongside of a roadway, they're required to build some type of pedestrian facility along their frontage, which has been successful at connecting some trails in Newcastle County. Next slide, please. And at Delaware Greenways, we also participate in many other trail projects outside of the Future Trails of Northern Delaware Coalition. We participate in stakeholder groups for projects in Newcastle County and Kent and Sussex County. We work together with other organizations to move projects forward, and we are working on ways to further develop new trails, increase trail usage of existing trails, and help all communities have a seat at the planning table during project development stages. We also plan rides and events, like the flyer on the right there. We're hosting a ride on June 18th to celebrate Juneteenth, and it's a ride open to everyone. It's along the Jack Markell Trail. It's going to be a really fun day. We developed a story map around that called Honoring Delaware's Freedom Seekers, and that's available on our website as well. It has some videos and text to describe the journeys that some of Delaware's freedom seekers took to further reach freedom. So we also plan other events and share stories along our trails and scenic corridors. We develop and provide safety information on our website. Also trail information. Some of those screenshots I have there are our trail library, which includes information on specific trails, their difficulty, what you can see along that trail, a map of the trail, and many other characteristics of each trail. Part of our mission is also bike safety, wearing helmets. We really love to promote that. We find it to be very important. So we have some safety information on our website as well. And within that page on our website, we have some links to Delaware Commute Solutions webinars that promoted safety in the past. So next slide, please. And like Amy said, May is Bike Month. So I wanted to promote a few of our coalition membership Bike to Work days. That's first in Wilmington. Bike to Work Day in Wilmington is on May 20th. And there's a bunch of different rides, 6 guided rides across the city. And you can sign up through that QR code or on the City of Wilmington's website. I've participated in these events in the past, and it's really fun. Everybody meets at HB DuPont Plaza, and there's some snacks and T-shirts and fun stuff. So I encourage people to get out for that. Also, there is Bike to Work Day in Newark, and that is also on May 20th. It'll take place, and everyone will meet at Mentor's Circle. And that should be a fun event too. Looks like there's quite a bit of extras there. Also, T-shirts, food, vendors, speakers, and a big group photo, which is great to see as Bike Newark shares their information. So this month, I encourage you to get out and take a ride, whether it's around your neighborhood or on a local trail, or if it's one of these Bike to Work days. Just go out wherever you'd like and spend the day outside, enjoy the trail, and make sure that you enjoy your ride. The picture down on the right is another photo of Battery Park that I took. I really find it to be quite scenic and beautiful, connected to the Jack Markell Trail. So great way to see the Delaware River. Next slide, please. And that's all I've got. Again, my name is Adam Crosby. I'm happy to answer any questions at this point if anyone has questions on Delaware Greenways or trail building in Delaware.
Thank you, Adam. And also, again, if you have any questions, feel free to either unmute yourself or you can go ahead and put them in the chat. Adam, I think you shared some great information with us and how the public can also get involved and learn more about biking throughout Delaware. And as we're waiting, if anybody does have any questions, can we just go to the next slide? Because Adam did share information about the Bike to Work events, which I'm going to share another one. But real quick, if you're not signed up with Delaware Commute Solutions, feel free to go to the website, or you could download our app. And especially if you are going to try biking this month, or maybe if you're going to go out to one of those Bike to Work events, record that clean commute. Recording clean commutes is important to us as a program, but also you can get rewards for free. And why it's important to Delaware Commute Solutions, it gives us a better idea of how people are commuting throughout the state of Delaware. And it also provides us with data that we can utilize, excuse me, to see, what percentage of people are commuting, whether it's by biking or walking or transit, working from home, or carpooling. And then we can use that data and calculate, because of that information, how we're decreasing the carbon emissions. So it's good data for us to see as a program, and then obviously share with DelDOT as well. If we can go to the next slide. So Adam did mention there's the City of Wilmington event, the City of Newark event. Delaware Commute Solutions will have a table at each of those events, so feel free to stop by. Myself and Zach will be at the City of Wilmington event, and then Kathleen will be at the City of Newark. There's also, Dover is holding a Bike to Work day. Theirs is going to be Thursday, the 19th. From 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning, and it'll be right out front of Dover Library. And I did put the links here, so they do have a Facebook event page that you can get some more information with. Same with City of Wilmington. As Adam said, you could go right to their website and you could sign up for one of those rides. And then the City of Newark, they have an event page as well. So hopefully you can make it out to one of those. And if you can't, just jump on your bike and have a fun time riding it. Adam also mentioned last year we had a webinar with Urban Bike Project, and that was more focused on safety, which can be found on our website. And we also shared it this month as well. So if you need a little refresher on bike safety, feel free to go back and watch that info series as well with Urban Bike Project. So next slide. So again, thank you so much, Adam. It was great information. I don't see any questions, but Adam did provide his information. And as I mentioned, we did record this. We will be posting it. So if you do have questions down the road, feel free to reach out to Adam. I'm sure he'd be happy to assist. And if you have any questions about Delaware Commute Solutions, our information is on this page as well. So Adam, thank you. All great information about Delaware Greenways.
Great. Thank you so much, Amy. I really appreciate you bringing me on for this session. And like she said, please reach out if you have any additional questions. Happy to connect offline or whenever you're available.
Wonderful. Thank you. And then next month, just so you know, save the date for June 17th. We will be discussing DART. Our focus for June is transit and how DART's moving forward and how you can utilize DART for either getting to work, school, or just running around Delaware. So again, thank you, everyone. Happy biking. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.